Hey guys, it's your girl Londyn, and today we are going to talk about a new celebrity fragrance that has been released that is really a rockin' the nation, if we can say. So if you guys want to know which fragrance this is and what I thought about it, then stick around because we're going to get right into it. Okay guys, 2 words, Billie Eilish. I think when most people hear those 2 words, they go kind of bananas. Billie is a 19-year-old person who is from Los Angeles, California, and has been touted as the voice of our generation. So before this fragrance was released, I knew who Billie was. I knew she had songs like Ocean Eyes, Bad Guy, and I had really enjoyed her song, Come Out and Play. And I knew that she works with her brother Phineas. They have a very close relationship, personally because their siblings are very close, but also working together. They are like 2 peas in the pod, like yin and yang. I also like her new song, Happy. I think it's called Happier Than Ever. But I wasn't a Billie Irish. You see, I wasn't a Billie Eilish stan. So I didn't even know this fragrance was being released. I must have put in fragrances or her name because the Happier Than Ever song was out and I didn't know the title of it. And this popped up, the fragrance. I love fragrance. I love to smell nice. So I said, you know what? Gonna get on it. Went to the site. Wouldn't you have it? Who'd have thunk it that somebody who's touted the voice of a generation that their fragrance would be sold out? It was sold out. It was completely done. I was like, okay, well, I guess we're waiting for the restock. Probably about 2 weeks later, they went ahead and restocked it. I believe that this was released on November 10th, 2021. So it wasn't long after they had a restock. I was on that bad boy like hotcakes, and I got it, and I was very excited. Now, the box I did already throw away. You weren't really missing anything. It comes in just a regular cardboard box. You open it up, has Billie's signature, a few small words. Then the actual box looks something like this right here. Gold, very nice, very beautiful, standard box, but nice, right? So you weren't really missing much with that. The fragrance itself, though, I was slightly surprised by it. Currently, as I'm filming this, it is sold out again. I don't know when they're going to be doing the restock. I would say sometime before Christmas so people can try to get it for late Christmas gifts. So I definitely would keep an eye on it. Altogether, I believe that this fragrance ended up with shipping, handling, things like that. I think it ended up costing $86, somewhere around there, somewhere in the $80 range. Let me check and see. I can take a little look-see-loo here and see what the original price was, because since it's not actually for sale in this moment, I don't know if they'll have the price. Okay, it was $68 online for 3-point fluid ounces, which is really, really excellent. So with everything together, yeah, it was probably about $75-$80 is what it ended up costing me, which really, when you think about the whole thing, that's not really too bad. Let me go ahead and show you. Everybody is kind of talking about the bottle. This is the bottle. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's very artsy. It's very belongs in like the Met Gala Museum, the Museum of Art in New York. Right here it says Eilish, where she signed it, and then it says Billie Eilish below it. And I just really think that this is just a nice decorative piece to really have out. I think a lot of perfume bottles people kind of keep out to make them easy access, and then when they look like this, you can really just keep them out. Because really, if you didn't know this was a perfume bottle, you might just think this was maybe a paperweight, maybe a book holder, like to keep books up. You'd be none the wiser. I really like how it has a face. Apparently, Billie is very into the décolleté, and that's why she kind of went for this. And of course, she's an artiste, so this is what we get, not something simplistic. And I have to say, I'm here for it, and I like it. Now, a lot of people did mention that the top of the bottle is difficult to pull off. I would assume that this is why this is flat, to make it slightly easier. So when you get this, if you purchase this and it's in its box, it's kind of in like this, in a little casing like this, and then you open the top of the box. Do not, I repeat, do not pull it out like this. You are risking it all. You are risking it all. Do not pull it out like this. What you want to do is pull out the entire white insert, open it up, and then take it out like this. Okay, guys, out like this. not up like this, okay? We're going to do more of a Sealy Posturepedic bed, right? Adjustable. We want to do more like this. We don't want to do crane, okay? No crane. Sealy Posturepedic, okay? Save yourself, because if this falls, you've risked it all. But don't say I didn't warn you. So I really like the bottle. I do have issues with grip and being able to hold things. So for me, I did not find it particularly difficult to get off. However, it does have some great suction to it. So let's see. So see that it snaps on. I didn't find it complete. I don't have to, strong arm it, but you do need to have a decent grip to be able to pull, or at least a half decent grip and a good pull this way to be able to open it up. So as the head comes off, then you have Le Fragrance. Well, let me go ahead and turn my little nozzle so it makes sense. There we go. So this is the actual fragrance bottle. This is where you have the liquid. You guys can see that. This does not come out. So a lot of people try to pull this out. This isn't a holding container component. The component is where the fragrance goes. So these two are not separate. So do not keep trying to do this, because what will happen is undoubtedly your hands will slip off of this. Watch it. Your hands will, oh no, slip. This will go to the floor. And again, you will have risked it. So again, I have pre-warned you. These two do not come apart. Don't try it. Heed my warning. Just leave it alone. It looks like it comes apart, but it doesn't. Then of course you have the nozzle. And I don't know if you can see, I've had this fragrance probably about 2 weeks. You can already see how much I've used. So your girl, spoiler alert, likes it. So let's go ahead, and before we spray it, let me go ahead and give you the notes that they say on Billie's website. So the scent. Billie says that she wanted it to feel like a warm embrace. It's a scent that she's been chasing for years and years, and it's her favorite smell in the world. Okay, she's very passionate about it. I get it. Top notes. If you don't know what that is what the fragrance should smell like as soon as it hits you. So as soon as it hits our testing strip, it should smell like this. On the skin, it can vary. If you run hot, if you run cold, our chemistry really does change a fragrance. So I always say these are the notes it should smell like if you put it on a testing strip. Mileage may vary on each person's skin because our makeup is different. So the top notes for this that they're telling us are delicate sugar petals accented by juicy mandarin and red berries that invite you to experience this alluring scent. Sugared petals, I would assume that what they're talking about is sugared, like a peony petal. Not quite sure what they're meaning there. And then the juicy mandarin and red berries. So immediately I was like, okay, because I bought this blind, guys. This isn't in store. So your girl just went right in. I was like, okay, got you. I can dig it. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go to a heart note. So what that is after the top note dries down, and because when you spray the fragrance on your skin or on paper, it's liquidy to the touch. As it begins to dry down, what you're going to get is something called heart notes. Heart notes are right there in the center. That's the next layer of scent that you're going to smell. So the top notes, as that very kind of liquidy layer starts to dry down, those are going to start to dissipate and go more in the background, right? So those are no longer going to be the main actress. They're going to become the understudy. So they're going to the back. And then you're going to get these things called the heart notes. The heart notes, it says to immerse yourself at the heart of the fragrance as it unfolds with soft spices, rich cocoa, and creamy vanilla. Now, soft spices is very it's a little vague. I mean, are we talking cinnamon? Are we talking cumin, turmeric, pepper? What kind of spices are we talking? Cayenne? Paprika? I don't know. I don't know who knows? So they were a little vague with that one, as they often are. Then it says you're going to have some cacao, chocolate, and then some creamy vanilla. We don't really need to say creamy. We could just say vanilla. It is what it is. So spices, chocolate, and vanilla is what you should smell for the heart note as that top layer starts to dry. Next is something called a base note. A base note is what you're really left with. So after the fragrance is gone and your skin wet, it has dried itself down, and then it has completely dried, and we're like an hour into it. What you're going to be left is something called a base note. That is the finale, if you will, right? This is the final product. This is something to me that you should focus on the most with a fragrance, because The top note, although it will always be there, it will become very, very light. Like I said, it's going to become the understudy very quickly. The heart note, that also is going to become the second understudy fairly quickly, within like 30 minutes or so. That's what I found. What you're going to be left with is the top note and the heart note being the understudy, so in the back, but you're really going to be left with that bass note as your main, like, here I am, I'm ready for my close-up Mr. DeVille. So to me, when you're picking a fragrance, even if you don't like the top and the heart notes, look at the base notes. If you like the base notes, it might be worth giving a try to maybe get a sample, because you may find that although when you first put it on you don't enjoy it, you do like it once it has dried down. And for those types of fragrances, I usually will spray them like on my clothing, because I found that when you spray fragrances on your clothing, it's kind of like spraying it on here. It stays the same scent as it was in the bottle. It doesn't change because of your skin. So by the time you wear your cardigan tomorrow, it's already reached the base note, and it is the exact scent that you want, and you didn't have to go through the top and the heart note, which maybe you really didn't love. So let's get to the base note. Let's get to what's left behind. So sleek woods and alluring musk. Okay. Leave a lasting impression that is warm, sensual, and powerfully you. So really what she's saying here is you can get a little bit of woody note, right? A little bit of what most people would attribute to a masculine type of note and a musk. The musk can be masculine or feminine. It really just depends on, to me, how much of the woody note it has or how much of a sharp perfumey note it has. But most fragrances have musk in them. It just depends on kind of the note that it's paired with of what the musk is really going to give you. So let's go ahead and let's spray this bad boy, shall we? I'm just going to go ahead. It is a little awkward to hold, okay? But we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to do a little, look at that. Nice atomizer, right? And as you guys know, you never want to put it on your wrist and squish together, because that's going to break up the fragrance. So right away, okay, you smell sugar. And it does smell sweet and juicy. You can smell the berry. And you can smell that mandarin note in the back. The mandarin note is really, really light in comparison to the berry and kind of the sugary smell that you're getting. But it definitely is there, but it doesn't smell zesty at all. It smells more like, I would say a cutie instead of a mandarin. I would say a cutie, more sweet than anything. Okay, so then soft spices. Okay. The more it dries down, the more you can start to smell almost like a to me it almost smells like a peppercorn, like a pink peppercorn scent. And then you get like a hint of chocolate. When I say hint, I'm talking about a hint. That's it. Kind of smells like if you open up a packet of hot chocolate, that powdered chocolate smell. So not a rich chocolate. It's not a barred chocolate. It really is like that chocolate powdered smell. And it's just, to me, it's just a hint. Just a smooth hint of it. Not something overpowering. And then the creamy vanilla. Absolutely. You can definitely tell that is like a real binder. Then the woods and the musk. Now, as it's dried down, it's really lost the berry note. It's really lost the mandarin. It has stayed sugary sweet. And I would say, less than sugared petals, I would say that sugary sweet note smells like marshmallow. You can definitely smell a woody note, as in like a blonde wood. If you've ever... I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to Home Depot, but a blonde, untreated wood has a very different scent than some other deeper colored woods. And it's just something that just kind of surrounds the scents, kind of grounding it. And then the musk to me is what I would call a feminine musk. It's that very soft, light, lingering fragrance that when somebody would walk away in the room, that wafting musk, that feminine musk would be what you were left with. And that really is the scent. So let's spray it on the skin. Clearly I already have, but let's just do it for fun skis, right? I'm an oversprayer, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I overspray. Now, see how liquidy that is? That's what we're talking about with those top notes. And now the top notes on my skin, you get them much stronger. Now, because I sprayed it on my skin, it smells more alcohol-y too. So you're getting that alcohol smell. And you're really getting that mandarin. You actually get, to me, a little less berry on the top when it gets to your skin, but you definitely have that immediate smell of, like what I said, marshmallow. And it doesn't smell like a marshmallow, like you're eating it. It smells like that marshmallow powder, the residue that's inside the marshmallow bag. See, now we're going to the center notes again. And here on my skin, you can smell the chocolate more. So to me, honestly, it almost is reminding me of a Cordell cherry, is what I'm getting from on my skin right now. Is a Cordell cherry. So let's just give it a few more seconds. So yeah, I'm getting that Cordell cherry smell, that kind of light chocolate, very creamy vanilla scent, and that very kind of sweet berry is what I'm getting. So definitely to me smells like a Cordell cherry. And then now I'm getting that musk and that wood that's surrounding it. I find that it smells very good. I really like it. The closest thing that I can give that this would be, as far as fragrance wise, is going to be if you've ever been to Bath and Body Works, if you take their warm vanilla sugar and you take their Moonlit Path, because those are two fragrances that are staples at Bath and Body Works. If those were to have a baby, if you were to spray those both on you, this is the fragrance you get. The musk in this is the same as the Moonlit Path, that kind of very wafty, light but heavy in the scent that you can smell it afterwards. That's what you're going to smell afterwards, type of musk. And then you're going to go into that sweetness from the warm vanilla sugar. Like I said, it smells like the chocolate, the marshmallow, adding the little bit of the berry note. But if you mix those two together, that's really what you're going to get. If you want a more accurate depiction, Bath & Body Works used to have a fragrance called Beach Nights. If you take Beach Nights, okay, and you mix that with warm vanilla sugar, that really is going to be the aha moment. That's going to be the two that best represent it. But Beach Nights was a limited edition fragrance. Doesn't come out anymore. So if you take Moonlit Path and then you take warm vanilla sugar, same difference. You're going to get it. Beach Nights just had that sweet marshmallowy smell to it. And that's kind of what you're left with. So those to me are where most closely the scents are. As far as actual perfume fragrances, I think that, let me try to think. I really don't do anything that is necessarily like this per se. I can't think of a fragrance necessarily that smells like this in actual perfume form, not body spray form. The body sprays were the closest that I could give. So if you like those, that'd be great. If you don't like Moonlit Path, you're probably not going to like this. But again, it is mixed, so you may like it. I really enjoy it. There's a lot of people who were very disappointed by this fragrance and felt that it was a bit too youthful and too simplistic in nature. I can get down with a fragrance that doesn't have 16 notes that they're trying to give me, and I'm supposed to smell each and every one of those. I enjoy a simplistic fragrance. If you smell good, you smell good. I don't care if you have 1 note or 400 notes. If you smell good, you smell good. I can get down with you. And that, to me, is what this does. This smells very good. I love wearing this to bed because I love waking up and smelling my own skin when I wake up, my own pillow. I'm like, oh, wow, this smells delicious. It's a great fragrance. It's definitely a daily wear. It's definitely something that you could wear. You're not going to offend people at work. You're not going to have people coughing behind you. Doesn't have a heavy, strong musk like J'adore. That's a strong, kind of sharp, feminine musk. This is not. This is a very soft musk, which is kind of strange because I feel like I'm surprised that people wouldn't say that the musk in it almost smells slightly more mature. So going past the sharp musk to me usually is that 30 to 40-year-old range, and then the soft musk comes at 50 and above. You start getting to that soft musk. But a lot of people thought that this was very youthful. Somebody who was under 30 would wear kind of too sweet. But to me, this is definitely nothing like a Juicy Couture or anything like that. It's not sickly sweet like that. But you definitely do have that sugary, again, marshmallowy cocoa note in it. And I could see younger people wearing it. But to be honest with you, and if you, I feel like this is more, just the combination of everything to me feels like it would be more 50 and above that actually would wear this kind of nice, calming, soothing, musky, sweet kind of scent. To me, this doesn't smell like an 11-year-old's sweet scent, like that really just berry in your face, like Britney Spears' Curious, which I also love. This isn't that. This isn't punch you in the face, sweet, punch you in the face, like berry, Chloe Net, you got you. To me, that smells young and youthful. This, to me, again, just really doesn't. It reminds me of somebody 30 and over, 50 and over, really in that range, not somebody who's 12 that is going to be wearing it. And even if so, I kind of always find it weird that, I'm just going to say it, women tend to, due to societal standards, whatnot, what have you, try to find every way to appear younger through makeup, through rejuvenations, through the things that maybe we wear, how we conduct ourselves, how we wear our hair. You know, I don't see many 30 or 40-year-olds wearing side ponies or pigtails because they don't want to be perceived as young, right? But then in fragrance, having a young fragrance is seen as a bad thing. Like, you want to be perceived as younger than you are, but God forbid you smell younger than you are. So it's kind of this weird, I think, paradox that kind of just shows how confused we are and how we put these odd labels on things of scents smelling too young or too old, too matronly, and things looking too old. That top looks too mature. People may say this top looks too mature, that top looks too young. It's very strange how we put those types of labels on these inanimate objects that are just clothing, are just makeup. I can't wear shimmery eyes if I'm over 50. Colorful eyes are only for youthful people. It's very strange how we do that. So for me, this is just an overall good fragrance, regardless of age. Really, regardless of gender. I think this could be a unisex, kind of like a CK1-y type thing, because it just smells, it has a sweet, musky scent. At the end of the day, sweet, musky scent. Really low key. You kind of smell like you're a s'more. The musk mixed with the marshmallow, mixed with the light cocoa, you kind of really do lose the berry. That vanilla-y scent added, you kind of low-key smell like a s'more without the smoke scent. So if you're ready to s'more it up, get yourself some Billie Eilish perfume. I like s'mores. I like to eat s'mores. I'm ready to be a s'more and be eaten. So I'm good to go with it. So that's kind of my review on it. Tell me if you guys got it. If you didn't get, like I said, I think it will probably be restocked somewhere around Christmas or shortly after. I could imagine they really want to sell out again for a third time. But I would definitely see if it comes to stores, if you can pick it up. If not, I don't know the return policy, but I don't necessarily think it would be a bad buy. Worst case scenario, keep the packaging, give yourself a spritz, see if you like it, you don't like it, you really didn't take anything down on the bottle, you put it back in the box, you regift it to somebody for the new year. You're good to go with it. So let me know if you guys have it, how you feel about it. If you don't have it, how you feel about it. Like I said, I think that it is a yummy smelling fragrance. I really like it. I know my husband really likes it. I think it's non-offensive. It's a great after shower in the nighttime to spray on, because I'm like a 10 spray type gal, and then to get into bed and I'm not choking him out or anything like that. And like I said, your pillows, everything just smells so good when you wake up in the morning. It just smells like you just want to smell it for days and days. So guys, that is my review on the Billie Eilish perfume, which I did not know was coming out, but we have her and I'm happy. So guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Actually hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified of all my videos. Hit the like button if you like the video. If you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button, but we don't get to see that anymore, so meh. If you like the video, also give me 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up. Not 1, but 2. And if you've not already, head on over to Instagram. Follow me at Londyn Brielle. See what I do when I'm not here with you. I'm also on TikTok. I'm trying to get more frequent with that. That is official_Londyn Brielle over there. Till next time, guys, I love you. I miss you. And I will see you on the flip side. I love you guys. Bye.